From compound funnels and breach peaks, all the way to insane shooting floor angles and roof defenses. These are just some of the features my new base design has to offer. And if your group is interested in building this, then stick around to the tour and the build. Now, let's just get straight into the showcase. Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the tour for the Utopia. Stepping off this disconnectable TC, get the upkeep on one of the two externals on this base. As you can see, 600 metal frags and 800 stone. Stepping out of here, we can disconnect the TC by just placing a roof like this, and then placing it back with a frame just like so. Now stepping inside the gatehouse, we get a peek off the right and left sides just so you can see out the door campers, and then we have one peek inside the compound. Now stepping into the main compound, we have a nice spacious compound here, just with a lot of large furnaces and a lot of room. We have turrets above all the gatehouses, and then we have another turret on top of the bedroom across here. We have a nice little head glitch peek out so you can peek even if the furnace gets broken, and outside of the walls get broken as well. This has two beds, some lockers, and some small boxes just for respawns. And as I said, there's another turret on top of here. And we can look at some of the wide gap angles above and some of the shooting floor angles from above. Stepping inside this wide gap airlock, we have a nice little ring shell all the way around, so you can run 360 degrees all the way around your shell. We have a nice little breach peak here that you can take off the window to and cover your entire compound. Just like this. And then we have a turret guarding all the way around, so it has 360 degree vision. One here and one here. So there is nowhere to hide inside of here. And it's also a 2-wall raid inside of this, because it is a honeycomb 2x1. Now taking this jump up, this is an up and over 2x1 as I said. So this is second story, the main loot. Plenty of boxes up here, 6 over here, 6 over here, and then 4 and 4. And then taking this jump up down into the main starter, we have the 2x1 with all the deployables you'll ever need. And then we have the main TC upkeep right here. Now it is a little bit high on the price, but for the size and the defendability, just take it into consideration. But before we continue the tour, I want to thank today's sponsor. Howl.gg is an online Rust gambling site with tons of exciting house games, like Jackpot, Blackjack, The Wheel, and Coin Flip. If house games aren't quite your thing, then you can use my code SECRET to play over 2,000 slots and live games. You can instantly deposit and withdraw with Rust skins, CSGO, TF2, Visa, PayPal, and crypto. Howl also has a rain feature that gives balance every 30 minutes to their on-site chat. Make sure to use my code SECRET to get a free $1 when signing up. Once again, thank you to Howl for sponsoring this video. Taking this back up to the second story, we're going to go up to the third story, which is going to be the main shooting floor level. Now you can spam beds or boxes in the center of here, and then we have a nice big open shooting floor with 360 degree vision. Right here we have half height peaks to peek down with windows, and you also have a little loot storage with respawns right here. And then over here you have a range of wide gap angles and ramp peaks to fit all the metas. Some more overall angles around here, and overall the shooting floor is a huge W. Definitely recommend this base. And we're going to take the jump up right here where we have two ankle biters on the other side. You can see the other one right here. And then going up here, roof is very simple. We have a turret up here. This would be in the wipe. And then we have two half height low wall peaks right here. And then we have two mirrored on the other side as well. Same thing, the turret would go right here just to cover the roofs above it. Yeah, other than that, the base is super simple, super cheap, and super affordable for a 3 to 4 man. I hope you guys did enjoy, and now let's get into the tutorial to show you guys how to build it. Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to the build tutorial for the Utopia. Now to start off this build, just place two squares just like this next to each other. And then upgrade those to stone. And then wall in everything but this left side, place a single door frame just like this. And then upgrade everything that's twig to stone just like so. Then make sure to seal off your front door. And then place a TC in the far left corner just like this. Now you're going to want to come out here and place a shelf for all the loot room. Just do it like I did. And then place a triangle inside. And then delete all the excess stuff outside of the base. Now in here, you can just place whatever you want, such as boxes and bags, everything you want to furnaces. Now over here, I like to place a tier 2 and more furnaces just like this. And then a single placement of a single box under there. And then you can fit 2 boxes inside this core. Really nice and snug. And then to expand out, you just want to expand into an airlock. So just place a door frame to the left and then a wall to the right. And then upgrade all this to stone. And then make sure to seal that off and create the door inside so it does create an airlock like this. And now that your starter is completed, we can start expanding up and out. To create more expansion, create 2 more triangles just like this and upgrade them. And then wall into your left and the right. And then create a furnace jump up. You can just do 1 furnace for now if you don't have many. And then place a floor frame here. And then a full floor just like this. And then create your jump up for protection just like this. And upgrade all of that to stone. I like to place a double door coming out of here. And now you have a full jump up into your base. I would place as many garage doors as you can on all the sockets you can with double doors. But yeah, early game, it's going to be a little difficult. Now you can start by placing your jump up. So just place 3 triangles just like this on the opposite side of the base. Upgrade all these to stone. And then wall to the left. Wall that in. Floor on that. And then wall this in once again. And face this outside. Now wall to the right. But instead of walling this in, you're going to want to place a jump up just like this. And then wall that in with a frame. And then same thing here again. Upgrade these 2. And then you can seal off the front door with a double door. And then same thing here. Just like we're going to do here, we're going to do it right here. But instead, we're going to create a jump up since this is going to be the jump up to the 3rd story. So just make sure to not seal off the top part. Just leave this an open triangle, or you can just do this. And then you can place a double door just so nobody can jump down if they get access to this little part. And then you can start by walling in this left side. And then this right side as well. I would just leave these as open sockets because then we can place loot later in the wipe. Also place 2 more double frames on these, on the outside of these 2 triangles. And then seal in the roof just like this. And you can either place double doors or just leave them open for now. This is going to be another loot room, so just leave this open, as I said. Now the next expansion is going to create the full shell, so if you don't have the materials right now, pause the video and go farm, but if you do, create the entire shell now. So place a triangle in the front and upgrade that. And then place a square off to the right and left sides just like this. And then leave this just how it is because we're going to create the wide gap in a little bit. Place 3 triangles just like this and upgrade these 2 stone. Same thing right here, square. And then a triangle in the center. Another square on the left, and then create that full triangle connection just like this. Now build out here with 2 triangles on either side and create a raised triangle in the center. And just leave it like this and mirror that on the exact opposite side. Same thing, right, left, and then a raised one in the center. Now this is going to be extra honeycomb later, but just place it for now. Triangles on all the square sides. Doing that on all sides now. And then you can wall this in. Upgrade that to stone. Place a frame to the left. And then start by placing your breach peak. So half wall here, and then a window on top of that. Window on top of this since it is raised. And then another half wall and a window on top of here. Again, window to the right. And then a single door frame to the right as well. And then you can seal all this in just like so. And on this side, all you're going to want to do is place a wall just like this, a full wall obviously, with hard side facing out. And then seal these in with triangle roofs. Now to finish off the breach peak, place roofs just like this inside, obviously triangle roofs. And now you have your full breach peak. I recommend sealing off these windows as well, just because people can jump inside of it. But yeah, other than that, I would recommend placing doors on here so nobody can get access to this section of your base. And then just spam garage doors and frames everywhere you can. And then mirror this on the exact opposite side, just like we did here. Now same thing right here, frame just like this, and then wall to the left. And then create the breach peak, half wall here, window on top of there. Window on top of the center, and then a half wall and a window last part. And then a frame again, a wall to the right, and then seal in the roof entirely with a mix of triangles and floors. And then up here, place a full wall with triangles above this. And then last two things, roofs inside. And then seal these off with double doors facing out. Spam a ton of garage doors, and this section of your base is complete. This is what it should look like from the outside of the base. Taking a run around, we can just see what it looks like from all angles. 3 double doors should spread right here because this one is the jump up. On the other side, it should just be a wall in the center. Now, if we want, we can expand up really quickly. Go up to the second story. And we can create these into loot rooms just for now. Place roofs on top of here. And then I would recommend removing these and replacing them with garage doors. So do that on every side. Finish creating the loot rooms on here. Walling these in. And then take these off and replace them for garage doors. Now to create this loot room, place a floor in the center. And then create triangle loot room all around. Upgrade all these to stone. And now you have a 6-box loot room just in this tiny square. Same thing over here. Half floor. Triangles all the way around. And then upgrade these all to stone. And I'll show you how to place the boxes like now. Very, very easy. And then mirror that on the exact opposite side, just like this. And as I said, place these garage doors over the top of this. And then while you're at it, you can create this into a 4-box loot room as well. Very easy loot room here. Same thing over here. Create another 4-box. And now we can expand out to the wide gap and the compound. Now before we go into the wide gap angle, we're just going to place honeycomb on the outsides of these triangles. So go ahead and do that now. Just placing full triangle honeycomb on all of these sides. And then last side right here. And after we're done with the honeycomb, we can create the wide gap full shell ring right now. Start by placing a square here, a triangle, square, triangle, and then going out 3 squares from here. And capping the last one off with a triangle, and then delete everything back all the way to your base. And place half moon back just like this. And then off this triangle, place a square off to the right, triangle, square, and then place a triangle connecting to the base, triangle in the center, square to the right, and then a triangle off to the left to finalize it off. Delete everything back. And then the triangle formation should look like this, creating a nice little wide gap shell. Upgrade these all to stone. And now we can place windows on the left and right sides of these. And then a floor frame in the center. And then seal this off with roofs just like this. And then place a double door in the center. And windows off to the left and right. And now we have completed the full shell. You should be able to run around with ease all the way now. Now after creating this wide gap area, you're going to want to create a gatehouse and an external TC just so this all doesn't decay, because if you don't, it will. Start by placing a square here, a triangle off that, a square, triangle, and then the last square off of this, and delete everything back just like so. Now Now go out a square and a triangle, and then a triangle off to the left and right side, and upgrade this all to stone, and delete everything back. Now place a door to the left, window to the left, windows all around, and then a double door or a single door on the front. I like to place a double door. And then roofs all around. And then place all the deployables you want, such as single doors, double doors, and windows. And now just this right here will disconnect, so make sure to connect it just like this with frames. This can also give you a nice little separation between the compound if you do place garage doors just like this. So when they're closed, people can't freely run around inside your compound. This is what the gatehouse should look like, and we're going to want to go out 4 squares for the external TC, so this entire contraption right here does not decay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3 triangles. Upgrade these to stone. Leave this first square wood, and then delete all the rest back. Now make sure to place 2 half walls just like this to create a full wall. This is very important on the disconnectable TC. And then wall in the rest and leave room for a door, just like this. And then seal all that in. Place a TC in the corner, and then a window on top of that. And seal that off with a single door, and connect all these frames back, just like this. And just in case you're wondering how it disconnects, just place a roof inside of here, and it will override the stability. Replace that, and now this entire portion is ready, and it won't decay. Now let's mirror this on the exact opposite side, right over here. First things first, place the wide gap airlock, so go a square, triangle, and then go 3 squares out of here. And then place a triangle at the end and delete everything back. And then place 1 half moon just like this. Square off to the right, triangle, square, and then go a triangle into the base. Triangle in the center, square to the left, and then 1 more triangle just like this, and delete all the squares and leave the triangles. Delete all this excess back here, and you should have 3 triangles just like this in this perfect formation. Upgrade all these, and then as I said before, you can place a window to the left, frame in the center, and then a window to the right, and seal in the roof just like this. Now place windows on here, and then a double door in the center. And now your entire wide gap shell is complete, all 360 degrees. As you can see, you can run freely all the way around. But now on this side, we have to create the external TC and the gatehouse, so do that now. Go square, triangle, and then last square out here, and delete everything back. Then a square and then a triangle, and go right, left with 2 more. Upgrade those all to stone. And then a door to the right, window to the left, window, and then double door in the center. And then frame that all the way off on the roof. And place all the deployables you would want. Once again, these won't connect just by miracle, so go ahead and place frames just like this to connect them. Once again, you can split off your compound by placing garage doors, or you can place chain link fences just like that. Now go out 4 squares to create the external TC. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 triangles on here, and upgrade those all to stone. And then the first one leave as wood, and then delete the rest back. 2 half walls to create a full wall here. Door to the right, and then wall in the rest of the walls. Place roofs on top of here. And then a TC in the corner with a window on top of that. Frame this completely off, and then place a single door. And then connect frames all the way back. Upgrade all those, and then once again how to disconnect it. Place a roof inside so it overrides the stability. Now you have both disconnectable TC wide gap angles. Now we can start by placing the bedroom on this side. So go out 1 square just like this, and then 1 square after that. Upgrade these both, and then go 2 triangles out on the right. Upgrade these both again, and then on the left do the same thing. Now we can work on this right now. Place a window off the both sides, and then a double door frame in the center, and then a full wall all the way back. And then seal off the roof just like this. I'll seal this off with a double door. And then place it inside a vertical embrasure. Or you can place a horizontal one just like I did. Now for the half height peak on the bedroom, just come over here and place a half floor just like this. And then a stone frame on top of there. Replicate that right here. And now that that's done, you can come in here and check out the peak you get. Now we can place deployables such as beds and lockers inside of here. Follow along if you want to see the deployable. I like to place 2 lockers on these corner triangles. And then 2 beds jumping in the center. I messed up the placement of that one a little bit. And yeah, you can place 2 garage doors on the other side as well. And you can also place 2 small boxes if you did the placements all right. Yeah, gives you a great peek. Even when you don't have a compound, this gives you a great peek out to raiders if you're getting raided without a compound. We'll come back and do the barricades later on that, but mirror this on the exact opposite side so you can get a full symmetrical base. Same thing over here, place a square like this, and then another square off that. And then 2 triangles in off the right, and then off the left, same thing. Double door frame in the center, window to the left and the right. And then walls all the way on the backside. And then frame in the rest of the roof. And then a horizontal embrasure coming in the inside. And then a double door frame to seal this all off. Now for the half height peak, place a wood half wall like this. And then stone just like that. Wood. And then stone just like this. Now come in here and place the deployables. Again, a locker on the left side just like this. Same thing right here. And then 2 beds on the inside of here. Sometimes they could be tricky to place. And then 2 more small boxes right below you. And that'll be all for this bedroom. Now we can go on top of every bedroom and gatehouse and place all the deployables like the barricades so we can place the compound next. Now since we're already on top of this bedroom, just go ahead and place half walls all the way around. And then a roof. Seal that completely off. And then place twig all around it to get the barricades perfectly correct. You can place 2 barricades on top of this one. Delete the rest of the twig. Come over to the 3 triangle one right here. Place all the way around half floors, same kind of concept. More twig buildup for the 2 barricades in the front. Now on this right side, place the other half walls. Seal this off with a roof. More twig buildup just like this. 2 barricades on there. And then last side, same thing. Half walls all the way around. 3 triangles and then more excess buildup. And place barricades just like so. Whoops, I deleted that one. Alright. This is a look around from the base from the outside once you've placed all of those. Now we can place the compound. Start by placing the first wall a little bit off to the right. This one a little bit off to the left. And then finish that wall off just like so. And replicate that on the other 3 sides. This one a little bit off to the left. This one a little bit off to the right. And then finish that wall off. Now last 2 sides. Same type of thing. And then the last side. Obviously the walls don't have to be perfect, but there is no gaps on this compound, so don't worry about it. Now come inside the compound and place Furnaces if you have them at this point, of course. And if you have them at this point, I recommend placing turrets just so it can cover the large compound furnaces. Place this one a little bit further since it can be scuffed by these, just in case. So just place that turret a little bit further. On this side, you can place it wherever. I just like to place it in the very center. Same thing over here. And then last one in the center once again. The compound is complete. Next step is to build up on the base. Now come up to the second story on the outside of the base and place and fill in these squares just like this. These will just be honeycomb for the second story. And if you're still confused where I am, you can see right here the squares on the outside of the triangles. Just go ahead and fill these all in. Last one right here. Make sure these are hard side facing out. Now after filling those in, we can come down here to the triangles and place half walls more on here. Just do half walls and then place a floor on top of there and replicate that on the other 3 sides. You'll see why in a little bit this is very important to do. After doing that, there is nothing else you can build up until we have to build up the wide gaps, so we're going to create the center point for here. Start by placing a half floor and a window right in front of the jump up, so wherever that is. Place a wall to the right and then upgrade these 2. This is going to be your jump up directly above your other jump up. And how to access this, just break that and create that into a garage door, just like this. Obviously, pick up the double door. And then for now, you can do the same thing you did below, but just create a double door right there. Place a wall to the left, double door to the left as well, and then another floor just like this, and seal the rest off. Do the same thing over here, wall in the back sides of everything. And then on the opposite side, so you're going to want to do it right here, place a half wall and a window. Double door frame to the left, seal in these 2 triangles, and then create a frame just like this, and create a jump up just like so. Same thing here, place a double door just so nobody can, if they jump down, can't access this portion. It just keeps them a little away. Then double door frames on either side out here. And then seal in the roof. I recommend upgrading this side to sheet metal and the bottom to sheet metal as well. Place garage doors out here. And this is going to be your main bed respawn, so you can spam boxes and bags and lockers all the way around here. Now we can come to these 3 triangle spots and place windows on the left and right side. This is going to be the beginning of the shooting floor, by the way. And then place a half wall in the center. And then a window just like this. Now we can place a square and it will overlap and it will look a little goofy, but just trust me, upgrade that to stone. Then place windows on the left and right side, once again, double stacked on top of here. And then you can seal the roof off with 3 triangles just like this. I recommend either placing a ramp in the center or 2 beds. I recommend 2 beds because it gives you a respawn with a peak. Now I like to place windows down here, and you can honestly fit a box below here as well that you can fully access. I'm just going to place a frame for now, just like this, out of wood. And then a vertical embrasure straight to the outside. And then you can leave this module for now and just work onto the left. So place a window to the left and the right sides right here. And then you can place frames just like this and seal off the rest of the roof. Now come below this window and place 2 double door frames just like this. And then place a single frame inside of here and upgrade that to stone. This way you get a nice little peak, head glitch kind of thing. Jump outside of this window once again. 2 double door frames just like this, and then a frame in the center. Upgrade that to stone. Now you can come out here and place more frames just like this. just finishing off your shooting floor on this left side. Now replicate this exact thing right here on this side over here. Same thing, window to the left and right. Half floor in the middle with a window on top of there. And then a floor in the center. Windows on the left and right side, and then double stack the windows on top of the left and right side once again. And then place frames just like this to seal off the roof. And then bring them back to the base just like this. Once again, boxes can go below. More embrasures everywhere. And then a ramp in the center just like this. You can also place windows above just in case. Just like this. This all looks really cool. And then you can even place horizontal embrasures facing the inside of your base, just to give you a nice little ankle biter down to the compound. Now once again, windows to the left and right side. And then going outside the window, placing 2 double door frames just like this. And then a floor frame in the center. Same thing right here, last one here. And then you can honestly place boxes below as well, or a bed, just to give you that nice little head glitch and crouch meta peek. I'll show you what I mean right now. Obviously gives you a great angle into the compound. And I recommend placing an inside horizontal embrasure just like this. Finishing off the roof and placing a few more double door frames. Now the last 2 sides are going to be the wide gap angles, and these are the simplest, that's why I left them for last. Now jump down and place 3 frames all the way around, obviously double door frames. Then place a triangle, square, and then another triangle, and upgrade all these to stone. Now I'm going to fly up, but you're going to have to run back around. By the time you get up here, you're going to want to place windows all the way around on the outsides of here. And then seal off the roof with a triangle, square, and then another triangle. Just like I do right here. And then you can place more embrasures on the outside of here. I recommend placing a ramp in the center, just because it gives you more of a crouch meta peek in the center. And you can peek down into your compound more and out. Now run to the other side and do this exact same thing with the wide gap. As I said, it is pretty easy. So jump down here and place 3 double door frames just like this. Square, triangle, square, upgrade all of these. And come up to the top and place windows all the way around on top of the 3 floors. Triangle, square, triangle on the roof. And then seal the rest off with doors and embrasures just like this. And then a frame in the center. Low one, not high one. And your shooting floor is mostly complete. Obviously, you can put beds and bags around here. Whatever you want to do inside of this floor. Now you can remove and pick up these double doors and replace them with garage doors. Same thing over here. Now up on the roof, you can just fill in the rest of these triangles just with all walls. Half floor right here, and then a double door frame all the way out. And seal in the roof on that. Door out here. And then place a horizontal embrasure just for another angle biter right here. Come over to the other side and just fill in the rest with walls again. Half wall right here. Floor frame, and then triangles all the way around. And then a horizontal embrasure again for another ankle biter. Now place a half wall just right here, and then place roofs all the way inside, facing the inside I mean. And then upgrade all these. It should look like a nice little hut. Obviously these can be tricky to place, but I like to place windows on the outside just so you can't get shot at your feet. Then press a floor in the center, obviously a triangle. And if you do have extra turrets, you can place a turret on top of here. I recommend upgrading this to sheet metal or armored, as it can get soft-sided from below. So yeah, then replicate that on the other side. Same thing, half wall, and then the 3 triangle roofs facing inside. Upgrade all these to stone. Triangle in the center. And then a turret on top of there with a sheet metal floor. Now below here, you're going to want to create 2 more half floor frames like this. Frame on top of there, and then create a low wall just like this and upgrade that to stone. Now replicate this exact thing with 2 double doors. Floor on top of here, and then a low wall below it. Create that exact mirror that on this side as well. 2 double door frames, floor in the center, frame, and then the last side, same thing right here. Floor right there, low wall as well. And then I recommend placing ramps just like this, facing wood, just as they can give you a better angle. As you can see, if you don't have the ramp, you can't really peek down, and if you do, you can crouch while peeking out. Same thing right here. And then last thing on the roof, just place roofs inside. So on the outside, place a triangle. These can be tricky to place. Place a roof square one in the center. And then the last one, place another roof triangle. And then upgrade these all to stone. Replicate this exact thing on the other side, right here. Square one in the center, and then 2 triangle ones on the outsides. Last one right here. And then upgrade these all to stone. You can honestly place another turret underneath here, as well as really good coverage from minis and scrappies above. Now last thing, I just recommend upgrading the rest of the roof to sheet metal and stone. Now, as you can see, the base is completely done. We'll get a quick fly around to the base. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Thank you, and see you guys in the next one. I love you all.